Hi, Stitchers!
Hi.
Welcome to the Pattern Queens episode 38. Today is Sunday, July 19th, and this is a channel about cross stitch and silliness and rambles and shenanigans.
That's the word I remember.
And as you can tell, this is not Keisha.
No.
I'm Laura.
And I'm the disembodied voice.
This is Katie, and she is the designer for the Black Needle Society. And because Katie is here, that should let you know something.
Yes.
So, Keisha's newest family member, James, was welcomed on Tuesday. Our week is really messed up. On Tuesday at about 6:00 in the evening.
Yes.
And she
said 6:00 on the dot, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
And she will have a little video or some photos that we will put in somewhere. Maybe here.
Hi, Flosstube. So a little life update, no stitching update right now. So you can see the little pattern prince is here. His name is James, and he's making a very upset face right now. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm doing well, little James is doing well, and I'll be back in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, I'm sure Laura and Katie will have lots of good things for you to see. So I'll see you guys later. Have a good couple of weeks.
I don't know. I'm actually going to be the one to do it. So the disembodied voice also is the one who uploads the videos really late. And do you want to go ahead and talk about what happened last week?
We can. So last week, Keisha and I filmed during Frogwarts. And
Frogwarts?
Yes. We decided we would sit here in front of the Great Hall for you so that you would be able to see what our retreat goers got to see. And when Katie went to, and I even downloaded the video. And when Katie went to find it, it was not there.
It was
anywhere.
It was the previous week's video. It didn't even record or because I think
recorded because we checked that.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying it didn't show up. So if you use Skype, if you create Flosstube, Skype pops up this little black box in your little chat thing, and you download it, and you can't really see an image. Yeah, you can't really see an image to check if it's the current week. So yeah, Mom thought everything was fine, and I got to it. It was labeled episode 38, and I was like, I don't think this is episode 38, guys.
So we missed Keisha's stitching.
And her final episode.
before...
Not final episode.
Before baby time. So she's taking a little maternity leave from this, just to get used to being a family and how things work, and for James to decide that it's okay for her to get some stitches in.
And sleep.
Excuse me. So, we said something about this. This was just a fun thing that we had for the whole weekend, along with all of these really cool pillows that are there's one for each book.
Yes. So, for Frogwarts, for the retreat. And it was interesting. We planned this event as an in-person retreat and had to shift to digital pretty early on. So we've had some time. But we had all these plans for decorating for the in-person, and we had to shift everything for the digital, and we're like, how do we make our living room look magical? And I was trying to figure out how to rig floating candles and things like that.
We were going to DIY craft it.
Yep.
And to within an inch of its life.
And then I was like, wait, why am I trying to make candles float? I could get a picture of candles floating and just put it behind us. So we had this big banner made, and we are going to be able to use it for the next 6 years.
Yes, because we are hosting more digital retreats. Frogwarts will remain a digital retreat platform.
Yes, so that everybody, no matter where you're from, can enjoy a stitching weekend with us.
And maybe our people had such an enjoyable time that they were off watching movies again this weekend, which is really cool. It's such a compliment that they had such a good time. And we got to meet so many cool people.
Do you want to kind of give a rundown of what we did during the weekend?
You can.
Okay, so what we ended up doing, the weekend started off with Mom and I this time. So we've done a total of 2 digital retreats.
Yes.
We did Show Me, and then we did Frogwarts. And Show Me, we were a little more loosey-goosey. And
it was our first one, and we had to plan it within about 3 weeks.
Yeah. Frogwarts, I feel like we planned to within an inch of its life.
Mm-hmm.
But it was good because with this many people participating and this many things going on, we needed a lot of organization to make sure everything ran smoothly.
And they maybe freaked out a little when they first saw the schedule because it was crazy packed.
So we started off, I had actually scripted out things for Mom and I to read because we didn't want to miss anything when we were giving instructions.
To be quick.
Yes. So we started off. I, however, looked up Dumbledore's speech from the book and had Mom read his random words at the very beginning.
I'm Dumbledore.
Yes.
I'm the easy one.
I'm McGonagall. I am the strict one. Really in real life, that's kind of how it is.
And if you don't know what that means, that's fine. We're going to be quick with this because there are a lot of people who aren't into Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But we started on Friday night, which was a day earlier because we wanted to try and include more people, and it gave people a chance to kind of troubleshoot some things.
Yeah.
And there were people with some issues. We did this through Facebook. So most of what they had to figure out were Facebook issues. And we had some head girls.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Our head girls were amazing.
Mm-hmm. Athena from Stitching with Friends.
Yes.
Felicity from Flissy Fish Cross Stitcher. I should have made you say that. And Chloe from Miss Chloe S-W. And Felicity and Chloe are in Australia and seriously didn't sleep. They napped here and there, but they were up the entire time.
Yeah, and every single time we checked in with them on chats, they were there. So, speaking of chats, so what we did, we had Quidditch. That was our first thing after our welcome video was we had asked a couple months in advance, who wants to play Quidditch, who wants to be on a Quidditch team, and we had everybody sign up who was interested in playing, and it was a digital dive. So that's something that we've kind of coined, and what it was is we had made lists, and they had to, as a team, find things online and in their stash. They could mix them. They could do all online if they wanted to, but they had to take screenshots of everything and caption it so that it matched our prompts on the list.
Put it in an album that was theirs. And it was kind of neck and neck. The first one took all but the last 7 minutes.
Because, like any Quidditch game, there was a snitch, which was an item that we thought was going to be harder. Now, apparently that wasn't always the case.
So the first one was okay.
Yeah.
They were rushing around trying to find things for it, and they did, and they ended it with about 7 minutes to go.
Yes.
However, the second Quidditch match, somebody got really smart, and they ended the Quidditch match within the first 5 minutes.
I don't even think it was 5 minutes. I think it was like a minute and a half.
It was fast.
Yes.
And then the third one took a little bit longer to find. And the fourth one leads us into my finish for this week.
Yes. So we're going to hold on to the fourth one. So we played Quidditch. We then had dash dives, which were lists that we also made of things that you actually had to have in your physical stash. You couldn't find pictures online of things and pop them in there and be like, oh, look, I found this. No. These had to be things in your home. And
in one room. And so we would start every stash dive with me saying, go to your room.
And just like Show Me, we had a lot of people saying that their stash rooms or whatever rooms they were in were completely
pictures.
Yeah, completely torn up. It was fun, and I think they enjoyed it, other than they had to clean up afterward.
And if you look up, I think it's #Frogwarts Retreat on Instagram, There are photos from the weekend. That is what it is, right? Frogwarts Retreat.
Yes, I think.
If you look that up, there are photos from the weekend, and I think some of the people included their stash rooms in there.
And
and if you didn't, guys, go put your picture up if you're not too embarrassed. You shouldn't be, because it was a game.
It was.
And we got you to do that. The fun thing was that a lot of people said that they found things in their stash that they hadn't seen in a long time.
Yeah. And then we also played Magic, which was our version of bingo, because it's just kind of a nice little brain break in the middle of the retreat.
The other fun thing is that we played the movies.
Yes.
We set up a movie watching room so that it was a text only chat.
Yeah, so like typing, yeah.
And they had a scheduled time to start each movie, and they would start the movie, and then they could chat about it during the weekend. So it was fun.
And we had, oh my gosh, and the other thing is we challenged them to finish the retreat piece that I designed for the box. So that was the other thing kind of going on that wasn't really an event, but we were all kind of cheering on everybody because we kept seeing, we had stitching challenges throughout the weekend.
That's the other thing I was going to say. They had stitching challenges, so they had to meet certain prompts, and we did it really, really laid back. It was 25 stitches per point, and if you couldn't meet the prompt, then it was 50 stitches per point. And so everybody was earning house points throughout the weekend, and we had lots of prizes that we gave away, and it was really fun. So you know what? I'm going to change. I'm going to say, let's first show this.
Ooh.
You want to show this and talk about it?
So the challenge was to finish the retreat piece during the weekend. And if you did, you got 100 house points.
Which is huge.
Yes. So this was the retreat piece, and the finishing is by Sue Wild. She did the not felt fleece. It's
the wool.
No, it's golden. I looked it up. It's golden fleece. And it's actually the fleece from Lady Dot Creates, that supports the Blue Flower Alpaca Farm, I believe.
Okay.
So, which I didn't know. I just liked, it's striped on top. It's
kind of a herringbone,
yeah. And then we included these little pins from.
And when we got it back from Sue, it looked great, but it was just missing a little extra zhuzh.
Yes.
And so we also bought the Lady Dot pom-poms in Chianti.
Yes.
And we put them on here.
Which we remember because we've been making jokes about Hannibal and
Clarice.
So there.
Yeah. So that was it. And this is Katie's design, the Black Needle Society.
It is my second printed design.
Yes. And there was a lot of confusion about pattern number 2. People thought they had missed a pattern for the weekend. But also, this will be the first of 7 band samplers that will go together to be part of our Frogwarts series.
So you can stitch them as a single band, or
like this, turn it into a drum.
Or frame it, or whatever you're going to do. Or you can stitch them all together.
Ooh, you know what? We have Keisha's here. That's the DMC version.
Which we've shown, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you guys got to see it. So,
by we, I mean they. It's just in my bedroom, so I just know everything.
It lives there.
Yeah.
So the other thing that I finished during the weekend is Paradigm Lost by Long Dog Samplers. And
your corner needs to go up.
I'm trying, honey. I'm way shorter than you.
I know.
Okay, and can you reach up and point to the snitch for the final round?
Right here. It's the snail.
Okay, and if you guys have eagle eyes, you can see that right down here under the bunny, it says 2008. And that's because that's when this got started and sent out in a round robin. It's way wrinkled. I just finished this at about 3 o'clock this morning. Maybe even 3:30. I can't tell. I can't remember. Hold your corner, please, though, and there we go. And this has been going that long. It went in a round robin all over the place. And I thought I had a book or something with people's names who worked on this, and I don't.
Oh, Oh.
So I'm going to put a picture of this out on Instagram and on Facebook, and hopefully all my friends will comment. But I know that this has been to various states, and it's also been to England, it's been to Switzerland, it's been to Australia. I can't even think where else. It has been all over. It's way better traveled than I am. And I think I can even put my finger up there. This is the pattern, the cover page. And our last
snitch
was snail of long dog samplers.
Because we had to do a snail because it's kind of become a thing for us because the snail was so hard to find for the show me one. And so ever since then, we've been like, oh, look, there's a snail. Oh, look, there's a snail. And so we've been kind of making a mental note of where all these snails are.
And nobody got this. Actually, Lisa found this for one team right after the time ended.
Yeah.
She was, 2 or 3 minutes right after the time ended. That is my second finish from my 10 and 20. Yay! And I feel like that is huge.
So next is my housewife piece, right?
I don't know. We're going to spin later on and we'll see. So
it's the running joke. She can't borrow any more of my patterns until she finishes that one.
Let's show your finish too.
I was just going to do that. So my finish for the week is this baby.
It's so cute. But yours is not a whip from 2008.
That's also true. So I started this I want to say in July, like not very long ago, and I got it done during the retreat. We ended around midnight each night for the retreat, Mom and I, because we were trying not to be like totally exhausted and wear ourselves really thin during the weekend, but we both kind of need wind down time at night. And I was watching for the first time ever Golden Girls. And so the first night I got like a second wind or something, and I had turned on Golden Girls and I pulled this out and I just kept going and going and going and going. And I made like really good progress overnight. And so the second day of the retreat, I came in and I was like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to finish it. I didn't finish it the second day.
You stitched this in the called for colors, right?
Yes.
That house is way brighter than it looks on the pattern.
Oh yeah, I think it's definitely so. It's Gentle Arts, and I think it's definitely one of the ones that changes depending on the dye lot. Yeah.
So,
but do you want to? That leads into this.
We'll do that at the end.
Okay.
Stick around to the end. There may be some giveaways. Terrible cough I have there, right? Okay, so next up, let's talk stash. And Keisha and I had shown some things. So what I'm going to show you is mainly stuff that I had. This should be down here, I think. Oh, is stuff that I mainly got when we went on Katie's birthday. So we went thrift store shopping on Katie's birthday.
Yeah, because we had already gone to Cecilia's for Mom, and it was like, well, what are we going to do on my birthday 5 days later? And...
We did it for our birthdays, but then we felt like we had time that we could go ahead and do something on your birthday. Then
I'm like, I don't even know what I want to do. It's COVID. Like, normally for birthdays, we'll go to the movies or something.
We'll spend a whole day just doing fun stuff.
Yeah, but with COVID, it's like, So, I was like, you know what? Mom's been talking about all of these people on Flosstube going thrift store shopping and finding things. And I was like, we could just go do that. That's something I had said last year. I actually wanted to go thrift store shopping, just for fun and see what was there. And so we went with the focus of looking for cross stitch this year.
So we hit it in the first place right off. Everything was 50 cents.
Oh my God, yeah.
And then when we got to the counter, the lady said, are either of you 55?
Very tactful.
And I'm like, yeah. And we got, did you say 50% off?
50% off. So our grand total was going to be $3, folks. And we got all of this for $1.50.
So I picked up this issue of cross stitch samplers.
Cross Stitch magazine. That's just like their
Stitch
feature.
a Floral sampler.
Yeah.
Yep. Cross Stitch
and
magazine.
she is already planning to stitch that gorgeous pumpkin sweater on the front.
Oh, I'll be wearing that.
Yep.
So what I'm really going to stitch is this one called Shaded Letters, and it is from Dana Stedry Killian. Now, here's the deal. This definitely looks like the 90s, but I am going to just change up the colors. It's funny because the pattern is even done in better colors, but I mean, for my purposes. But my thought was for 50 cents, I thought it would be fun to play with this and see if I could update it. So that's one. And then, there were a couple things in here I want to think.
feel like I need to get you some bookmarks. Do you want me to, while you're looking, we want to show everything of that.
So this is the Cross Stitch Monthly magazine from December 1988.
The Country Stitch Monthly.
The Country Stitch Monthly. What did I say?
Cross Stitch Monthly?
Sorry. Cross Stitch on the brain.
I was just trying to help.
We kind of like the one on the front.
I kind of like that row on the back. That's kind of cute.
Yeah. It shows you those things. And we liked that. And I was trying to think if there was something else in here. But because I had this all planned out last week, and of course I didn't look at it this week again to see what there was that I was like really, really, really interested in. They have a 12 Days of Christmas in here. That's a real simple little thing. Pretty cute.
Was it that?
Well, I showed that.
Okay.
That sampler was cute. It could have been that.
But for 50 cents, if you like one pattern, you might as well get it.
Yes. So we're just going to go with that. Then, I've kind of been looking for this, and they had this Dale Burdett 101 alphabets, 50 cents still. And it has all sorts of things. And like they show you different things you could do with it, which I really appreciated. And there's this big one where they put a bunch of the fonts together and did a sampler. But what I want this for is more like for personalization and stuff. Just to have some ideas of some different alphabets. And this is just full of alphabets and some borders, and it has some graph paper in it.
You say charting paper, yep.
Do you have these with you?
Yep.
Okay. So the other thing that we found, I think I started with, I was trying to figure out, I thought this was the big one. So we got to say, I did them by date.
Okay.
So it's that one, and then this one.
28, this is 13.
2013?
No, number 13.
Oh,
so
yes.
This is the oldest. That's second oldest. And
I thought we had number 28.
That's this one.
Okay. So we found, we're kind of keeping things in different places. We hit the Prairie Schooler jackpot. And we found book number 28, which is all these stockings, but also down at the bottom, I'm trying to get this so you're not getting the glare. There we go.
That's good.
Down at the bottom, they've shown you how to pull it out and do some ornaments, and it's really cute.
Yeah.
So there was that one. And then this is number 20.
Yep.
And it's called, that one was called Stockings and More. This one is called St. Nicholas, and it's number 20, and it was folded in half. So I love these, and I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to try and do it without showing you. I'll do it this way, without showing you the back. They are so cute that when they were on number 20, they still gave you a list of all of their charts. So that was them all listed there, 1 through 20.
And then inside of that stocking one, I think, was this one?
Yes.
Okay, so then Mom realized that somebody had just shoved this inside. So then we got this one for free.
Because they were in there together, and...
Yeah. It's... I was going to say, it's pattern number 13, a prairie year, but...
And it's really cute on the back because everything's written big.
I'm going to do this from back here.
So...
They
cut out July. I think we could probably figure it out. And the thing,
could.
I said how big these all were. It says it somewhere. They're not very big. Oh no, maybe it was this one that I talked about.
Okay.
I love the rabbit though. I have a thing for rabbit stitches.
They're 45 by 45.
So they're tiny.
Yeah. They're so cute though.
Yes.
So
and then the big find in Prairie Schooler.
Yes, which it's actually not older than the last one. I think we figured out it was like right in between them because we looked up the years for these. Is the Prairie Schooler Designer Series Home for Christmas.
It says it's from 1987.
Yes. We had to really look. Okay, so I'm going to go closer with this because they are further away in the picture. How cute is that?
We love these. And
we kind of were like, not fighting, but I was like, can these live in my stash? Because I want to stitch them.
I'm like, but I want to stitch them. And then the sizes on these.
Yeah, these are relatively small.
It says it in here somewhere.
Okay, house and church ornaments. So I think it's
these two.
Yeah, these two are 45 by 45.
So the same size as these cute ones.
Pine bough is 39 by 39.
That's the little one down here.
This one. And then
the big one.
Yeah, the big one is 77 by 57. So as a new designer, I am fascinated that she was able to put so much and make such a big impact in such a small space, because that's something that I'm kind of struggling with is making smaller patterns, because I want all the room to do stuff, and I'm trying to do smaller patterns. So I'm like, yeah, I'm really looking at her stuff and I'm like, it's so pretty, it's so impactful, and yeah, I really like it. So,
and then we got this on that day too, right?
No, that was from Cecilia's.
Oh, then I've already shown that. And then the other stash that I got, these are the 3 that were going to live in yours.
Yes.
The other stash that I got,
they get to stay with me, guys.
I've been really wanting this chart, and I saw that it came back into stock, and my brain just exploded, and I was like, I have to get it now before it's gone.
And I think I was working on retreat stuff when she was buying it, and she was like, Katie, I'm buying something. And I'm like, good.
And but I was like so gobsmacked that I actually got it, that it came alone. I made it travel alone. It's so sad. But what it is, and I could have bought tons of stuff. I bought this from Jen Stitching Niche. It's an exclusive for her, designed by Shakespeare's Peddler. You all know what this is. Purple Martin Apiary. And I truly have wanted this for so long, and just hadn't justified it to myself. The pattern is a little pricier than what I normally get. It is $17 for this one, but I loved it so much. And my only regret is that I wasn't smart enough to get some more things with it.
Okay. She didn't spend more money. No.
That's it. Okay, you want to show a little stash while I put this one away?
So, first of all, we got, probably like a lot of you, because 1, 2, 3 Stitches sold out of them, is the Halloween cross-stitch issue for 2020.
Look at that kitty face on the front.
And if you want to know what's in here, I can show, well, I don't know if this will show up. I was going to show you the back page, because that's where they show all of the pieces.
You'd have to get real close.
Yeah, I'm like, it's like...
I'm almost done crinkling.
They're really tiny, so...
But some really good stuff.
So, I don't know if you guys saw it all, because... with the covers open, I can't see what you can see on the screen.
Do you know what's your favorite in there so far?
I do, I think. Here, let me see if I can find it. Number 44. Okay, the one I am most excited to stitch is from Frosted Pumpkin. Look at that! It's so cute!
And there are some really great ones in there, so...
Actually, so while we've been going through Mom's stash, we found some older issues of Just Cross Stitch Halloween, and I've maybe stolen a couple from her, just a couple. But on the flip side, Mom had been eyeing a couple of my Just Cross Stitch Halloween issues, and it turns out she has not one copy, but 2 of a couple of them that she wanted to take for me.
I think that I knew that I wanted to do that pattern, and I saw it at garage sale.
Are you talking about the Rotted But Forgot It?
No, I mean, just I knew that I wanted those magazines.
Yeah.
And I got them at garage sale, and then of course was too busy with other stuff and never got back to it.
But it was making me laugh because she was like, I'm gonna take that. And when I had first started going through my stash again and pulled it out, she was like, oh, you have that year! I didn't think I'd ever find it. And then she has them.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, anyway.
Short show. Gotta go.
Then my stash, we popped into the cross stitch shop to get the Halloween issue, and I broke the whole we're not buying more stash rule. We're not buying any more after this. So I got this.
Oh yeah, my Purple Martin Apiary was before that.
That's Souvenirs of the Heart, which Mom tells me is a series.
And that one is called
Autumn in... I can't read that.
Amana.
Okay.
Like the Amana colonies.
Nope. Next is from Annie B's Folk Art. And it says, we don't say goodnight till our stitching's complete. That's how we roll here on Threadneedle Street.
And
this one, I was going to say, this one, I read it and it made me giggle because it reminded me of Chloe and Felicity during Frogwarts. So that's really kind of why I wanted to get this one. I think it's a cute pattern and it kind of has fallish vibes. So that's why I really wanted that one.
And I know there are other Threadneedle pieces, so we'll have to look at them.
Here, I'm going to do this one next.
Okay.
Then our shop has With Thy Needle and Thread on sale for 30% off right now. So I've been adding a couple more to my stash when we visit them. But I wasn't going to get any more, and then I saw this one and I really liked the verse, and it says, your heart and my heart are very old friends. And I'm sure it's supposed to be romantic.
But it sounds like a really good friendship sampler.
It does. And so I'm like, well, it's not focusing very well. So I'm just like, I think it's cute for a friendship thing, and I like it. So I got it. Next, which one should I do next?
Which one? Okay. They're both awesome. Just show them.
Okay. Mom actually found this one. It's Nightshade Bird. I really like it. I highly anticipate Mom stealing this one out of my stash and stitching it.
And if you flip it around to the back, it has it laid out full. Now it's tiny.
It is. It's teeny. There you go. And hopefully you can see it with me shaking like this.
It's so cool.
Okay, and last, I think, has kind of been the hit of Instagram lately. I just saw it, though, in the shop and really liked it, and then realized what it was. Is this from Hands-On, Hands-On Design. It is Chalk Talk, Let's Talk Autumn. And then those are the couple of little ones down there.
I love that little pillow.
This one?
Yes.
That is the one that has been the hit of Instagram because apparently they have sold out twice already on the quilting block things to make this pillow, and they restocked them again last time I saw. So that is it. That is way more stash than I needed to have.
I think you don't have a piece of stash with you.
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
Next week.
So I'm going to show you. I got this cute bag from Leslie Hurley. It just made me giggle. Look at those cats. I love this. And she does a beautiful job. And inside are these fun polka dots. I loved it. Just loved it. And the fun thing too, she puts a tag on her bags. Leslie is Fat Cat, P-H-A-T, Fat Cat Flossing on Instagram. And that's where I saw the bag. And look at her cat. And I'll show this again in a minute because it was one of my whips. And then if you are in need of Harry Potter bags, Judy's Project Bags and More, did a bunch of bags and things
in the brand new Harry Potter fabric.
Yes. So this is my one that is wit and wisdom and learning, because I am a Ravenclaw. So it's that pretty fabric, and then inside she did black with white polka dots, which I think's just darling.
And I can go ahead and tell you that I got the Hufflepuff one, but we have so much of my stuff that I can show that we were like, I don't know what to bring in. And so I'll show mine next week.
Okay. And so then we are up to whips. Do you want to show yours, or you want me to show mine?
I can show mine. I need your phone for the
yes.
First one. Okay, so first one, I bought a digital pattern. Oh, and I have floss floating on it because I got tired and had to go to bed. Oh, brightness is way up.
Yeah, it's really not. It's barely on.
I know. Okay, so first up, because Keisha just had James, I told her I was doing this for her at her baby shower. This is from Emma Congdon, and it says, "Welcome to the world, little one."
So sweet. And you put the baby's name and the birth date.
So I'll be adding that. And then this is as far as I have gotten. And I haven't really been able to work on it since the retreat, but actually, hopefully I'm going to be able to work on it today. But you can see I did I wanted to know how wide it was going to be. So I did a lot of partial fill-in stuff at the very top, and I'm kind of going back in now and doing it. I was determined to get the words "Welcome to the world" at least by the time he showed up. And I was this close. He showed up before I could finish the O and the W.
Because you stitched from right to left.
Yes, I'd done the tops of them, but I hadn't done the bottoms of them. So he was, welcome to the world.
And do you have another whip also?
I do.
Okay.
And then my other one was actually a birthday start for me because, first of all, I hate starting pieces. So
we like to gather all the stuff.
So I didn't start this on my birthday. I started it a couple of days before my birthday so I could stitch on it on my birthday without being irritated. And
so you found the spot you wanted to start.
So I got everything started so I could have a nice relaxing stitch time on my birthday. So it is Sweet Cup of Liberty from Silver Creek Samplers. I think that's the name of the pattern. I don't know if she actually...
It would be...
I've moved stuff on the back.
So we don't get to see it, but that's okay.
Well, and it's because I can actually stitch through the plastic and I don't have to take it out and all of that
and mangle the pattern.
So, and then this is how far I have gotten.
You might fold it in half.
Okay. So it's going to be a little bit taller than this because there's still more to add to the bottom.
Ooh, that gold is showing up really well.
But I went ahead.
Bunting.
Yeah, the bunting nearly killed me because I started it. And if you're going to stitch this, so you can't just do the first bunting and then you're done. You don't have to reference the pattern because she changes the second one on you. And then she changes the spacing between the second and third one on you. So you have to pay attention. You can't just be like, oh, I've done one. I remember how many stitches there are. No, you have to pay attention. I made the mistake. I ended up putting it in timeout at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I ripped it out the next day and started it again. And it's good. It looks cute now, and I'm not mad at it anymore, but I was not happy with it.
I had one little patriotic start, and I worked on this in the car. I keep trying to think when I would have talked about this. It's Land That I Love from Lizzie Kate. I think I did talk about this after my birthday, so maybe I don't need to show it, but I'll just give you another little peek. That's how far I've gotten with my red floss hanging. And I'm really liking how it's filling in. Those holes are for the sheep because I have to get some whisper out for them.
Mom was like, do you have whisper? Because I went through a bunch of stuff and I was like, no.
I know mine is back there on the wall. I just need to get to it. And then one that I put quite a bit of time into, because I excluded everything else, is the 2017 mystery. Oh, what's it called? 2017 Linen and Threads Mystery Sampler. And you guys have seen this, and I'm not going to pull out the pattern, but I pushed really, really hard
during the retreat.
Right before the retreat, mostly. And I managed to get all of May and all of June finished. So there are those 2 bands. Uh-oh. Thank you. There are those 2 bands down there on the bottom.
I think it's, nope, this one. There we go.
So May was the flowers, which I did in the, okay, you're too far forward because I can't reach that far. May was the flowers, which we did to mimic the colors of the ones at the top. And then June was this cute V band. And I don't know what is going on, why this side wants to like flap and fold. But it was that cute V band. And I got in a rhythm with it and just went. And I finished that in just like a couple of days. And I pushed really hard.
Well, because you pushed really hard on the flowers and you were like in a rhythm and you were like, I'm going to keep going. I have good momentum.
And next up is a band that has acorns and birds in it. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Which is interesting for July, I just have to say.
It's not necessarily the month.
The month by month.
It's just a sampler.
Okay.
So then something else that I thought would be fun, it was a little easier for me to see, even though it's on dark fabric, is my Cancer from Satsuma Street.
Which you got for your birthday last year, right?
Yes. I love this thing. This is what they all look like. You should grab yours and stitch it.
Oh my gosh. And fun fact, we, during Frogwarts, we had our stash dives themed by the classes that you would attend as a first year. And one of them was astronomy. And Keisha at that point had not gone to the hospital. And so she messaged us and she was like, oh my gosh, if somebody has all of the Satsuma zodiac pieces, they are going to win this thing. Because we had come up with all of these things based on the zodiac symbols. Because they're constellations.
So mine is on a navy blue linen, and you can see how sheer it is. So it was really pretty easy to work on. And oops. Okay, come on.
The crab is feeling crabby. It doesn't want to be shown today.
That is what my crab looks like.
It's so cute.
The whole bottom is done. I just need to, right? Yeah, I filled in everything down there. And I'm kind of color completing at this point to get up to the top. So it's moving along. And I'm pretty happy with it.
You are like you're like nearly done. You have the 2 big claws and its little eyes and antenna.
It's another one of my 10 and 20.
Yeah.
And I think I was working away on this, and I would have had.
And it's not black fabric, right? It's
right.
navy.
I said it's navy.
Yeah.
I was working away on it, and I would have gotten it. I decided that it would be better to pull out something that I could see easier, and that's why I pulled out the long dog. And then I kept looking through pages, and I'm like, well, this page is finished. Oh my gosh, this page is finished. And realized I didn't have much of anything left to do.
Well, was the long dog a little daunting to even pull out, to even look at?
Because it was so huge.
Yeah, because I think for the longest time it's been like the big project that you haven't finished.
And I did a motif earlier this year that was probably this big, and what I had left was a motif about this big, and then just some little things like tiny, around, hit and miss.
And the second border, right?
Yes, I realized I was like going on that stuff, and I'm like, I still have to do another border, but I sat and did that. It was pretty simple stitching. So that brings us up to our segment here with Katie.
Are you not going to show that?
That's plans.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you know what? I didn't show you stash. I just heard it rattle. So the other thing we found when we were out, I have been wanting some frogs. So I found this one, cute little one. And then we were looking for something to put it in. And I think I could put like, I'm fine with it. It's going to go like this. And this is a cur jar. Can you see that behind there now? And I just thought that was cute on top of that. And I was thinking maybe I would make it my Ort jar. I just need to kind of rearrange some things.
I wonder if you could put something on it so it would have like a suction-y thing so it wouldn't...
I don't know. I'd have to play with it. Then the other one I found is this big one. And when I was looking, I've always liked this stoneware. And I found this. And it fits really perfectly up here.
It was so funny. We were walking around the shop where we found these, and she's like just putting the frogs on different things.
Yes.
She's like, do you think it fits this one? Does it fit this one? How do you like this one? At one point, she had like a stemware glass for one of the frogs, and I was like, oh, we live in a house with boys.
Yeah, so those have been living back by my sewing machine because I haven't quite gotten to a point where I'm ready to set them out.
So I have one more thing. So, you guys know that Laura normally films in my bedroom where I have a ton of books. And for my birthday, well, actually, I'm going to tell you, I found a first edition of one of my favorite Agatha Christie book at the same shop where Mom found her frogs. It was a great shop. Athena, actually suggested it to us. Mm-hmm. So, and then it's A Murder is Announced, and it's back in my room. I didn't bring it out because it's kind of falling apart. But yeah, I was like so excited because I love Agatha Christie. I love mysteries, and yeah. And then for my birthday, I got gift card to Amazon to buy myself some books, and Mom said I can't show them all because that would take forever.
Because that's not the segment this week.
But
so one a week. She'll show you one a week.
So I thought I would show you the one that I was probably most excited to get, and they came yesterday, and that is Hunted by the Sky by Tanaz Bathina, and I'm hoping I'm saying her name right. I have read her other book, which is a contemporary, and it's called A Girl Like That, and it's set, I'm going to get this wrong, I want to say it's set in Saudi Arabia, or the girl is from Saudi Arabia. It's been a couple of years since I read it, but it was a contemporary. And it was about the struggles this girl faced within her society because she wasn't actually from where she was living, and there were tensions based on where you were from. And she got labeled as a girl like that because all of the boys kind of treated her in a certain way, and she got a reputation. And then the girls spread rumors about her, and yeah. So this one, though, is a fantasy. So I'm really excited to see how this author moves from contemporary to fantasy. But A Girl Like That made me cry. Aww. It was so well written. So I'm really excited to read this one.
You know what? Let's go ahead and show our plans, and I think we'll do this as a separate as a separate video.
Okay.
So,
do you want to do
what are your plans for the week?
My plan is to try and finish Keisha's Welcome to the World, Little One.
And maybe work some more on Liberty.
Yep.
Okay, I have been saying this over and over, but I want to start Whale Watch. So I think I had it finished yesterday. I think that means I get to start Whale Watch today. But also, next Saturday will be the 25th, and I want to do Christmas in July. So I have to decide what that means. So Saturday will be a cross-stitch day. And I want you to come do cross-stitch with me on Saturday. So you have to take a day off.
Dig through stuff? Or like do cross-stitch? Okay.
So I showed you guys a couple weeks ago the big Praiseworthy Stitches piece. And I am going to at least get that started so that I know, so that I can work on it a little bit at a time.
So are you starting new things on the 25th? Or are you work on things?
Yes. I'm doing both. And since I finished a 10 and 20, I'm thinking I'm going to spend, that means I'm down to 8, you guys. And I'm looking at them and I don't know. Oh, I didn't even show you my year at Hawk Run Hollow, and I made good progress. Next week we'll see it. But I'm looking and I'm wondering if I just want to like choose one, but no, I'm going to show you. Okay, we're going to spin. Ready? We'll see what it comes up with, and maybe I'll disagree with it. Here we go.
I think you should finish your Satsuma. You're so close.
Yeah, this is Brendan's. This is what keeps coming up. Brendan's stocking. Brendan's birthday is Tuesday.
It's Christmas.
It is Christmas, so yeah, I'll probably work on it a couple times. But I kept thinking I would try and get it done by his birthday. I just don't think that's happening. And that is fine. What I really want to do is work on Cancer, and I was thinking I want to work on Dance of the Tulips, and I've got a little momentum with the mystery sampler, and now I want to work on it. So that tells you that I picked some really good 10 and 20s because I want to work on all of them.
She just doesn't want to work on My Housewife.
I do, though. I want to work on that. And
is Away We Ride one of your 10 and 20?
No.
Okay.
Because it's not even started.
I
want to say.
Okay,
so those are our plans, and then we have some giveaways.
Yes.
So Katie's going to explain this.
So, I may have bought some duplicate stash when I was out. So we have a few things that I doubled up on to give away, and one that we bought extras of for our Show Me retreat. Because we didn't know how many people were going to win and participate and stuff. So we have a few extras of it to give away, and we're just going to do one this week.
So remember, don't say giveaway, don't say prize, don't say any of those things. Be 18, be a subscriber of the channel, and we'll give you some keywords to say.
So first up is actually my finish, but this is not the pattern I stitched from because I gave that one to Mom. I bought this one twice. This is Souvenirs of the Heart Star Spangled Spectacular. It's a really fun stitch, guys. And it's quicker than I think I thought it was. I will also say that it is supposed to be stitched 1/1, and I did it 2/2. So
and it's still a nice size.
Yeah.
So let's say I want to stitch the flag.
Okay.
Because that has a big flag. So,
or just put the word flag in there.
Yeah. So we're working out flag. I'm going to write this on the back so we know what we're looking for. Okay.
Okay, next up, we'll do this one. So this is another one that I doubled up on. It is Be a Pineapple from Hands On Design. This is the one that she did for a class a year or two ago, and has just released. She's been asked a lot about it, and
yeah, and it says that on the back, and it says that she refreshed the accessories to go with it.
Yes, I actually watched her Instagram. She did a couple of
Kathy Haberman.
Yeah, she did Instagram videos and YouTube videos, and we watched, and she added magnets into these to make them even more useful stitching accessories. It was really cool to see. So if you're interested, go watch them. But this one, I think the password should be pineapple. Gotta use the word pineapple.
And then
last is the one that we bought a few copies of for the retreat, and we're going to give away one this week. And if you don't get it this week and you still want it, you should check out the next video because we're going to give away 2 more after this. Is Humble Honey, again from Hands On. This one is, I believe, a collaboration with
I don't know. We'll have to look at it. I think it's just her.
Oh, maybe it is. Yes.
So,
I'm reading. It is just Kathy. So yeah, Humble Honey.
And this one we're going to have you say honey.
Yes.
So flag, pineapple, and honey. Work those into sentences. And you can enter for one, for all 3, for whatever you want.
Yeah.
And we will draw and announce those and get them out in the mail.
Yes.
So we'll give you until Friday. This Friday would be the 24th. We do everything on a schedule. Do we want to say we'll give them until
8 p.m. Central Time?
8 p.m. Central. So get your responses in for that, and we will give those away. Okay, and we are going to take a short break here because this is already long enough. What we're going to come back for is we found a big tub of Katie's finishes. And it's not a big tub, but she has several projects to show.
I have, and this is, so I stopped stitching for about 10 years. So this is everything before I stopped stitching, except for one. There is one finish other than the one I just showed. So
bye.